There we go. Hello and welcome to this afternoon's live stream from my workbench. Let me know if you're out there, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. Just drop a note into chat. Ask me what I'm doing. I'm not going to provide a continual narrative of what I'm doing. I might explain a few things, but if you want to know what I'm working on and what I'm up to, then just ask in the chat. What I am intending to do today is look at this. This is not the Chip Tester Pro, although it did come in this box. What I'm looking at today is this, the Backbit cartridge, which is a universal cartridge for retro consoles and some 8-bit computers that had a cartridge slot. And it's driven by a little SD card. There's a micro SD card in there. Has a button on the top. Has a light on the back. I think it also has a little jack, which I understand is so that you can attach like a button, so that you could do a reset from where you're playing rather than having to go to where the console is. If the console is, near the TV and you're playing on a long extension lead to your controller or even wireless, you can plug a reset button in there so you don't have to press this button on top. Also, the genius of it is that it has adapters to fit a whole host of different machines. And I have quite a lot of them here. I have adapters for a whole bunch of machines that I have, although a lot of the machines that I have adapters for and that I own are still waiting for me to fix up. So part of this is to see if this works, and part of it is to get the machines running that have been in my backlog for ages, so that I can also see if these adapters work. So let's just have a look to see what we've got here. I think that's it. So one thing we have is all of the connectors. So yeah, essentially each of these. Is there a loose one? Yeah, there we go. Each of these. So that side is what the cartridge connects to, and then this side, these pins connect to an adapter that has the correct. Oops. Yeah, that connects in there. And this side is soldered to the adapter that then has the correct size and shape and pins to plug into whichever console. So let's have a look at some of these. Let's try this one here. This might be the second one that I try. This one. This is, some people will recognise this, I imagine. This is channel F, a Fairchild channel F adapter. There we go. I don't know if you can read that. Backbit Pro adapter for Fairchild channel F. So this one's already made. So yeah, this is already soldered up, and that's the. There we go. That's the connector that goes into the console. Of course, I'm in the UK, so I don't have a Fairchild, channel F, but I do have a grandstand. Grandstand had the license to make clones of the channel F, or the channel F Mark II, and yeah, they called it the VS, I think, the Video Entertainment System. But yeah, I have one of those, so we'll give that a try later on, possibly. And then this one here is for the Odyssey 2. Again, being in the UK, I do not own an Odyssey 2, but I do own a Philips Video Pack G7000, which was the European version. And this one has a few other things on it. So that's the adapter for the Odyssey 2, and then, if I understand this correctly, there's some extra leads here to connect the reset switch. So there's a reset here. So that means that when you press the reset button on top of the cartridge, the console also resets. So you don't have to reset both of them. Just hit one button. It's a one-button reset. But that, as I understand it, that needs to be connected onto the internal board somewhere. There's diagrams for how those things are connected on the Backbit website. But it also has this 3.5mm jack, and that's for the voice. So I think this has emulation of, I guess there was an extension, peripheral called the Voice that did voice synthesis, and so you can connect that to some speakers, I guess, because this has an emulator for the voice built into it. Okay, someone's spamming already. Where are they spamming from? Twitch. So that's those two. I'll put this one away. Oh, that really go in there? There's probably not much point putting it back in the bag, to be honest. Then what else do I have? I have an Atari 7800. I don't have a 2600, mainly because I already have a multi-cart for the 2600 anyway. There you go, that's the adapter for the 7800, which, as I said, I have one, but it's basically in the same condition I bought it, which is not great. I tend to buy cheap things and try and get them working better. And then we have this bag, which has kits. So these ones I need to solder up myself. These ones over here that I've just shown, those are pre-built. But these ones, there's an option to get these in kit form. So I took that option. It's slightly cheaper. And I was buying a lot of them. And I thought it'd be quite fun to make them up, to be honest. So let's turn them over so they're not the wrong way up. There we go. So that's the adapter for the MPT-03. So we can try that one out as well. In fact, I have some MPT-03 cartridges here. So as you can see, that's that connector. The adapter's slightly smaller than the original by about a couple of millimeters, a millimeter each side. But I presume it fits. We'll find out. So yeah, some of these came with other gubbins to hook up the reset, but I don't think the MPT-03 one does. But I have a Rotron 2000 that works, so we could try that out later. This one here is the Astronic MPU, so that's the adapter for Radofin 1292 or Astronic MPU. So yeah, that's the 1292 or the 1392, and the Astronic MPU 1000 or 2000, or the Princetronic. That also had the same cartridge style. Let me see. Yeah, I have one here. So there's a Princetronic one actually, or one with a Princetronic sticker over what is probably an Astronic original. But I'm not sure if you can see it in there, but that's the connector for those. Does that come with a... It doesn't look like there's a reset on those, but there might be. What else? Arcadia. It looks like there's a reset here. There's some things to connect up to have a one-button reset. But that's the Arcadia 2001. That might be the first one we try out. I don't have an Arcadia, again being in the UK, but we had the Hanimex over here, the HMG 2650, I guess. In fact, there's one here. So that's it. And there's an example cartridge. Now this one has a not quite sure whether, there we go. Has a dust cover on it like some of the Atari 2600 ones do. But there we go, that's the Arcadia, which is exactly the same size. So that's cool. So we'll be able to test this one. I'll have a look to see if I've got an easily accessible Radofin or Astronic style one. Definitely try these two. This one here is for the Interton VC4000, which was the German version of the Radofin architecture. A lot of people think that Interton were the originators, but as I understand it, Radofin were the ones that developed what's called the AVPS, or advanced, or APVS rather, Advanced Programmable Video System for Philips. And the Interton has the same implementation, although there are a couple of very small differences with the way that they handle colour and sound. I think have a slightly different sound generator. But I do have a few Intertons, but I'm not sure I've got one handy. I think they're in storage. This one's for the Mattel Intellivision. Again, I do have one. It's in storage. This is for the MSX, and I think this is for both MSX 1s and 2s. I do have an MSX, so we can maybe try, and one that's accessible. So we might try that as well soon. And then this one's for Coleco, or ColecoVision or the Coleco Adam, and I do have a ColecoVision, but again, I need to get it all working. In fact, I have a complete set. I have a ColecoVision, the main system, and then I have all of the peripherals that were available. So the Atari 2600 adapter, the steering wheel, the trackball, and about 30 or slightly more cartridges for it. But again, that, like the other things, is in boxes, so it'd be good to get that out. Right, I'm going to start with the Arcadia. Yep. So the first thing, and one of the things that it says is make sure that this connector lines up with the adapter properly. And I presume that it goes like that, so that this notch, you can see it, this notch in that connector goes with this, like, little detail, this white box, because there isn't one on that side. So presumably where the white box is, that's where the cutout needs to be, which means that it goes like this. However, if you can see, the pins on the connector only barely overlap with the pads on the adapter, and you can see there's quite a gap between this edge and the edge of the plastic. And the reason for that is that you've got these supports on the PCB. They've obviously got perforations and have been broken off, but they've left these nodules behind. So I think the first thing will be to trim those off so I can get a flatter surface. Against the connector better, and allow the pins to overlap the pads. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to put these other ones away for now, and I'm going to solder this up. I'm going to leave the reset circuit for now. I need to investigate whether that's a sensible thing to do. One of the things I'm not sure about is if I connect the reset circuit, whether that means that this then needs to be permanently attached, right? If this needs to be in because it is hardwired to the motherboard, then I won't be able to play any of the other cartridges, the original cartridges I've got. So I may decide that I don't want to connect the reset circuitry. There's a reset button on the console anyway, so pressing 2 buttons as opposed to pressing 1 button may not be too much of a hardship in comparison with having this permanently attached. So I'm not quite sure whether that's true or not. So let's get it all soldered up first and then see if it works. That's the main thing. So back in the box, so I don't need them right now. And then I'm also going to put some messages out to say that I'm streaming. well. Sorry, it won't be long. Okay. Alright, just sort my chair out. There we go. Okay, right, let's do this first. by all means, just say hi and ask me what I'm doing. I explained what I'm doing at the beginning, but that's very likely not obvious. Okay. There we go, that looks better. Right, so I'm guessing the sensible way to do this is to tin the pads first. I've never done one of these, so I'm not entirely sure, but I think tinning up these pads. Let's get a soldering iron out. There we go. One thing that bothers me a little bit is that these are big pads and I've got quite a small precision tip. Should be fine. Should be fine though. I might just need to whack the heat up a little bit. Okay, let's get my drink out of the way. Some leaded solder. Stick the fan on. Yeah. Okay. What's going on here? The child is buying a game, I think. Okay. Okay, that's quite nice. Now, have I got enough heat in this? Oof. Okay, well actually, those tinned up really easily, so that's maybe not the right technique. Maybe I just need a little bit on these. Question's going to be whether I can actually, if I tin both sides, whether I can get the connector over the pads. Let's find out. Probably put some more flux on this. Come on. Let's get some heat in. There we go. Yeah, I think that's probably a bit better. At least that should give me some solder underneath, actually. So I need that to be on that side. Let's see. There we go. bit too much. Oh. Where's my brush? I think I've used my brush somewhere. Okay. I can use this one instead. I think that's okay for a first go. Yep, happy enough. Just do the other side. I think the other side is going to be a bit easier actually, because I think there's a bit more solder underneath the pins on this side. Maybe I took a bit too much off on the other side, but I was a bit worried that it wouldn't fit easily. guess one thing I could do, it's going to work. If I put that there, get a bit of better view. In fact, I'm pretty sure you have a better view than I do, because my eyesight's not brilliant at this this distance. Okay, I can zoom back out again now. Can I? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's do this side then. These all look good. All right. Let's put all this away. course, have a lot of other adapters to do after this one, but that's pretty painless. Let's see if it works. Snip this braid. There we go. Right then. Let's make some space and then we'll see if we can get the Hanimex fired up. Okay. Huh. Do I have some RCA leads handy? That's a good question. That is a good question. Where did I put my RCA leads? Huh. I definitely have some around here somewhere. The question is where. I might have to go off and have a look. Oh. What's this? Right, what have we got here? Oh, okay. That's the original RF lead for the Hanimex. This looks like a Nintendo 64 lead. Oh, I'm going to end up without an RCA to RCA, aren't I? Those are just audio. That's PS2, that's a PS2. So neither of those are RCA jacks. Both ends, either. That's a figure of 8 power lead. Goodness me, this is annoying. I'll have to go off and get one. I've got tons of these things. But I think they're all downstairs. Yeah, back shortly. Okay, sorry about that. I went and looked in the box that has like 5 of them. Although they're all pretty shitty ones. Don't really need a cable clamp like that either. Anyway, all right. So my setup here is a bit interesting. Actually, no, don't need to do that. Let's. First thing to do is just to see if that Hanimex works out of the box. So let's get the power supply. I need to put a tag on this power supply actually. I presume this is the right one, yeah, it's 12 volt. I suppose I could run it off the bench actually. Should I run it off the bench? It's just a normal barrel jack. I'll run it off here. I have run it off here before, so I think the supply is okay. But I just want to label the supply because I noticed it didn't have one. Quite like these labels. I think I've got about 50 of them for a £5. So yeah. Okay. Let's get the machine. Yeah, you might notice, or you might have realised, in my search for RCA lead, modified to have composite output. Obviously, ordinarily it would have a RF lead coming out of here, but I bypassed the modulator and put a little amplifying circuit in. So we now have composite out, which means we can run it on. We don't need a tuner anymore. There we go. So let's switch this to. There we go. So this should now be just going straight into this TV. Switch it on and switch it to the right input channel. And then we'll need a cartridge. Might not be able to see that. There we go. So, let's see. Hello. No signal. Why? Oh dear. We should be getting a signal here. What's wrong? Aha. There we go. Colour issue a little bit. What's that about? There we go. Yeah, there's a, if I switch this off maybe, there you go. You see it a little bit better? Yeah, it looks better in person than it does through the camera, I think. But it is working. It's obviously working. Audio. Let's see. See if you have audio. Yep. If you can hear that. This is a bad game. The whole history of the Arcadia is so hilarious. How they expected to just do, well, they announced just clones of all the popular arcade games, and then immediately got sued and had to delay the launch, but also like rapidly write a whole bunch of new games that were sort of like arcade games but weren't. So there we go. Sonne Lumiere, my friends. Okay, so that's using an original cartridge. Now, the moment of truth. So, which way round? Oh, that's interesting. So, on most of these it says very specifically, don't put it this way around. It doesn't seem to say that on the Arcadia one. Let's let me just switch this back. So, yeah, you can see where the notch is. So, hopefully, yeah, this will just go in here, right? Ooh, it's tight. It's very tight. It doesn't seem to want to fit. Wow, okay. Looks like, there we go. Okay. So, which way round should it go? I presume it should go this way round. Okay. Now, I have put a bunch of Hanimex or Arcadia games on this little SD card in a folder called Arcadia. So I have no idea whether, I presume the Backbit is going to find it, and when I power this on, it's going to take me into a menu. Okay. Get out of town. Can you see that? Wow. Yes. very dim. It's very dim. But it shows Arcadia and stereo, so let's... Can we go into this? No. Back. Looks like I've gone into the wrong folder. There we go. It's not obvious when you've got two folders which one is selected and which one isn't. Let's go that one. Okay, Arcadia. Yes. 73 entries. Enter. Do I have to hit the enter button? Start. Folder 1. Ah! Oh my god, why did it take me so long to find it? There we go though, these are the games. Okay, let's go to Alien Invaders then. Does it enter to play it? Should maybe put this here so you can see what I'm pressing. Maybe just start this again. Let's just reset. Oh my god. Oh, it did work. Got a colour issue, but maybe just because of the fact that it's modded. Maybe that the power supply is a bit underpowered. I might switch to the bench and make sure that I've got a good half amp going into it, because that's what it's rated at. I might test the power supply. Maybe that just hasn't got enough juice. Let's put this power on again. Okay. You see that? So now I can go down here. Let's go to Astro Invaders. And I think I just go there and then press. What do I press? Reset on the machine. That is what I do. Look at that. Got colour here now. Okay. This is a much better game. The biggest problem with the Arcadia was the fact that the controller is so uncomfortable to hold. Absolutely, it's the least ergonomic controller of any of the vintage controllers that I have, I think. Really can't play for more than 10 minutes. This is awesome. Wow. Probably, oh, there we go, that's what you need to do. I'm being far too deliberate. But wow. Evie, I am so impressed. I am so impressed. Right, so how do I... Look at this. Oh, then just go and start with it? How do I... Oh, go to auto race. Don't quite know how to reset this now. It keeps resetting to Astro Invaders. Power it off. Power it on. There you go. Yeah, so got no colour. Baseball. Let's go battle. Oh no, that's not it. Do that and then start. Select. Okay, I'm confused. I can't get it to start now. Or maybe I just wasn't resetting it enough. No, that's not the issue. It keeps wanting to revert back up there. Whoops. I don't know if you can see, but a little light comes on. Okay, you just have to wait for it to boot up, and then it boots 3D Soccer. Let's try 3D Soccer. No. How you select. Reset takes me back there. Enter takes me to actually look at the file. So, okay. But how do I actually start it? Yeah. Strange. Enter on it. Oh, okay. Maybe I have to go hit enter. So let's go American football, press enter, then hit reset. Ooh. Okay. Still got this colour issue. Start. Sounds right. No skip. Christ alive. Was eventually tackled then. Oh my god, this game's so noisy. Shush! Jeez. Okay. So let's go auto race. Let's press enter. Oh, did it just give a little flash? Then reset. Yeah, there we go. Let's auto race. In black and white. Press reset there, and then reset there. Okay, so that I do have to press reset twice. So let's go circus. Enter. Reset. Look at that. Start game. Okay, wow, look. So how can you do circus on with what is a digital joystick? This is not an analog joystick or paddle like Circus Atari was, or any of the Acetronic implementations of this game. I'll tell you what, it makes it dance that easier. Oh, I could live with circus if it was this easy. It's an absolute piece of piss. Okay, so reset takes me back to the beginning of that, but press that and then reset, we get back to the menu. Crazy Climber. So which game was it that had colour? It was Astro, wasn't it? Astro Invaders. Enter, reset. There you go, you've lost our colour now. Why? Is it a TV issue? Looks like it's trying. There's colour in there, isn't it? Yeah, I might just run this off the bench. I think with the extra, with the back bit as well. I think maybe it's just a bit power limited. Let's see if that works. But this is looking like a win so far. Absolute win. Okay, so barrel. Yep, straightforward barrel jack. Now this is a center negative because this is for a Spectrum. So I'm assuming that this will be a center positive. I can test that. Let's just. It doesn't say on it, but let's just make absolutely sure. In fact, let's just do this. Yeah, let's make absolutely sure that this really is a center positive. Oops. Plug these in. So live should be this one, right? No. Yeah, live should be this one. So stick it in continuity. Stick that one inside. What? Oh. Oh no, that is the right one. Oh. Yeah, fine. I can't check continuity through the transformer. So let's plug it in and just measure. So let's say 20 volts. So I should get positive 20. I'll show you what I'm doing. Should get positive 20 from the outside to the inside. Or positive 12 is what I should get. Just put that there. Yeah, with no load. And inside to outside should be negative. Yeah. Okay, so it's center positive, which means I need to plug this in backwards. So like that, positive to negative. Okay. Now, actually, before I do that, I need to set the cutoff. Let's get that down to 12, and then put these back. Just going to short oops, come on, get in. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to short across so I can see the amps. There we go. Okay, let's set the cutoff. I'm going to set it to like 0.65. There you go. Few more amps. Oh, a fraction of an amp more, a few more milliamps more than it's rated for. And plug this in backwards, negative to positive. Okay. That was nice and loud. I was going to say that was louder, so I can turn the volume down a bit. There we go. And we have colour. So yep, it's that power supply. It's a bit dodgy, or it just needs a little bit more oomph because the Backbit cartridge is in. But look at this. This looks loads better. Actually, if I turn that off, you can maybe see the top of it a little bit better. Yeah, it's never great pointing a camera at an old screen, but I mean the image is not bad. It's not bad. Look at this. Doraemon. So press enter, reset. There we go. Looks black and white again. Yeah, looks black and white again. It's pulling just under half an amp. There we go, colours dropped in. I've never seen this game before in my life. It's not exactly dynamic. Keeps jumping in and out of colour. Ooh. Oh, look, I can... Huh. So I need to get all of these things? I guess I need to get all of these things from all of these rooms. Was this an arcade game? I vaguely remember something like this. Seems like I could just go a long way away from these mice. Okay. Let's do something else. Dr. Slump. Yeah, the colour is coming in and out here. Not drawing anymore, it's drawing 0.49 of an amp. So half an amp was right. I wonder if it needs some time to warm up. Annoying. I might go and check this out with the CRT downstairs. See if it looks better. Let's go Frogger. Wow, what's going on here? This doesn't look right. There we go. Okay, can't do anything. I'm just noticing you're getting a lot of microphone input. Why is that? I might have to go and check what the stream sounds like. Okay. Oh, I know. Is it this? Is it my fan? Oh my god. It's my fan just been... Oops. It's the fan, isn't it? The fan's been blowing at the microphone since I was soldering earlier. Oh, I hope that hasn't made it unlistenable. Many apologies, that's something to know. This game looks broken. I don't think this is how it's supposed to be. Let's try something different. Key fish. Yeah. Oops, it's on the other controller. That doesn't help. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, this is all good. What's that liquid? That's odd. It's probably dripping from my drink, actually. Yeah, the image isn't great. I wonder if that's to do with this particular mod. I will need to go and check it out on another machine, on another TV. But yeah, all in all, this is pretty good. I think the next one we'll do maybe the MPT 03 and the Channel F, but I'll probably do those off camera. So yeah, tune in again next time. Cheers, everybody.